Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. What a roller coaster of emotions we've seen around the Cleveland Browns lately. And I mean, a roller coaster that's got everyone talking. From fans to analysts, everyone's got their eyes glued to the latest developments, especially after that surprise move of trading Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right, the division rival, the Bengals. Now I know what you're thinking, why would Cleveland do that? What's the strategy behind sending Flacco to a team they're going to face twice this season? Well, let's dig into what this means for the Browns, for their future, and for that quarterback room that's been so much in focus recently. First, it's important to understand how this move affects the team's dynamics. Flacco, a veteran quarterback with a wealth of experience, was seen as a steady hand, especially in moments when Cleveland needed stability. But the Browns, under the leadership of head coach Kevin Stefanski, are clearly looking toward the future, and that involves giving more opportunities to their young quarterbacks, particularly Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. And honestly, this move signals a shift, a clear message that Cleveland is investing in its long-term vision, even if it means shaking things up now. Now, talking about that, we have to focus on Jeudy, the team's no. One receiver, the guy who's been relied upon heavily to make big plays this season. Jeudy, who earned Pro Bowl honors last year thanks to his impressive stats of 90 receptions, over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, has had a somewhat quiet start this year. With Flacco under center, Jeudy's production was somewhat limited, just 13 catches for 182 yards over 4 games. Not exactly what Browns fans expected from the talented wideout. But with Flacco gone, the team's offense is shifting gears. Enter rookie quarterback Dillon Gabriel. His first start was against the Minnesota Vikings in London, and it was a mixed bag, completing 19 of 33 passes, with 14 going to tight ends or running backs, including both touchdowns. Gabriel's performance was promising, but also showed room for growth. You see, Cleveland's offense is evolving, becoming more conservative, more methodical, especially with Gabriel now stepping into that role. And while Jeudy's numbers in that game were modest, just 2 catches for 15 yards, the expectation is that, as Gabriel gains confidence and the offensive line gels, Jeudy will start seeing more targets, more opportunities to showcase his skills. But here's the thing, patience is key. The Browns are well aware that rookies like Gabriel and potentially Shedeur Sanders need time to develop. They have to learn the NFL speed, the nuance of reading defenses, and mastering the small details that make a difference between a good throw and a great one. Jeudy, with his experience, will have to be patient as these rookies find their rhythm. It's a new chapter, but one that could pay off big time for Cleveland in the long run. Now, speaking of Gabriel, he's been pretty open about the recent changes. When he spoke on Wednesday, October 8, he made it clear that the dynamic of the team is always evolving, especially when there's a roster shakeup like this. Gabriel emphasized the importance of gaining experience, saying that you learn best when thrown into the fire. That's a very mature outlook. He understands that the more game reps he gets, the better he'll become, which is exactly what the Browns need right now. And of course, the coaching staff is also evaluating their options. Kevin Stefanski mentioned that they'll see how practice unfolds during the week and make a decision closer to game day regarding who will back up Gabriel in Pittsburgh this Sunday. That could be Shedeur Sanders, the talented rookie, or perhaps Bailey Zapp, who's also been in the mix. The Browns' ownership has made it clear they're eager to see what these young quarterbacks can do, especially with the 2026 NFL Draft on the horizon. Cleveland has 2 first-round picks that year, and they're considering whether they want to add another quarterback early in the draft or hold on to these assets for future rebuilds or trades. It's a fascinating situation, and it's clear that the organization is already thinking ahead. Now, let's bring the focus back to what's happening on the field. Gabriel, as the starter, will be leading the Browns this week against the Steelers, a divisional rivalry that's always intense, always physical. The Steelers' defense is known for its toughness, and Cleveland's offense will need to be at its best. But beyond this game, the question is, how will the quarterback room evolve? Will Shedeur Sanders see playing time soon, or will the Browns opt to develop Gabriel fully before handing the keys over? These are questions every Browns fan is asking right now, and the answers will shape the team's trajectory well into 2026. And let's not forget about the bigger picture. Cleveland, with its rich history and passionate fan base, has always been a team that battles hard, no matter the odds. The decisions made now are about building a foundation for sustainable success. The Browns have shown in recent seasons that they're willing to make bold moves, whether that's through trades, draft picks, or coaching strategies. The trade of Flacco might seem like a small detail in the grand scheme, but it's a signal Cleveland is serious about turning the page and making a real push toward contention, maybe even another Super Bowl run in the near future. The AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL. You've got the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Steelers all vying for supremacy, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. The Bengals, with their explosive offense, are still trying to find consistency, but the addition of Flacco to their roster adds a veteran presence that could help stabilize the passing game. For Cleveland, staying ahead or even just keeping pace means making smart moves, developing their young talent, and staying competitive week after week. The Browns aren't just looking to win a few games. They're aiming for a deep playoff run, and every decision, every game, every development counts. Speaking of development, Jeudy's role remains crucial. Although his numbers have been modest so far, he's a proven talent. Last season, he was a Pro Bowler, and his ability to stretch the field or make tough catches in traffic is vital to Cleveland's offensive scheme. The team is banking on him bouncing back, especially as Gabriel or Sanders find their footing. The chemistry between quarterback and receiver is a delicate thing, but with time, Jeudy could become a centerpiece of the Browns' passing attack again. Looking ahead, the Browns' coaching staff is clearly focused on nurturing these young quarterbacks and giving them the experience they need. It's a process that involves patience, trust, and strategic planning. The fact that Cleveland is considering their options for backup quarterbacks shows they're thinking long-term, not just about this season but beyond. They're in a position where they can evaluate talent, see who can handle the pressure, and decide who's best suited to lead the team down the stretch and into the postseason. And of course, the fans are right there with them, living every moment, analyzing every play, hoping for the best. The energy around the team is electric, and even in tough times, the passion remains unbreakable. Cleveland Browns fans are famously loyal, and they're eager to see their team rise again, to see their young core develop into a championship-caliber squad. The trade of Flacco, the rise of Gabriel, the potential debut of Sanders, all these elements are pieces of a larger puzzle that the Browns are carefully putting together. So, as we look toward this weekend's game against the Steelers, it's clear that every pass, every play, every decision will be scrutinized. But more than that, it's about the future. Cleveland is building something special. They're giving their young quarterbacks the keys to grow, learning from every snap, every mistake, and every victory. The team's leadership is committed to a vision. A team that can compete at the highest level, that can contend for championships, and that can bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Cleveland after a long, long wait. Now, I want to circle back to the fans, your support, your passion, your voice. This journey isn't just about the players or the coaches. It's about all of us together believing in the Browns. Every game, every play, every highlight is a chapter in this story, and it's one that's still being written. The Browns' future looks promising, and with young talent like Jeudy, Gabriel, and potentially Sanders, there's a lot to be excited about. We're witnessing a team in transition, a team that's learning, growing, and aiming higher than ever before. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Do you believe in Gabriel's potential to lead the team? Are you excited to see Sanders get some reps? Or do you think the Browns should focus on building around Jeudy and other veterans? Whatever your thoughts, share them. This is your team and your voice counts. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, analyses, and inside info about the Cleveland Browns. We're in this together, and I'll be here every step of the way to bring you the latest news, straight from the heart of Browns country. Thanks for sticking with me, Browns fans. This is just the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's go Browns.